Keleke yasho leyo nto yakhala sayizela uGeneral Engineer coming at you with another episode of the GNPS. Sitting across me is my next guest, OB Magik.
Boo, 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 boo.
What do you
What's
do,
poppin',
homie?
family?
I'm sorry, excuse me, I dropped the ball there.
Finally at the GNPS. Yo.
Oh, where my dog? Finally.
Been at you for years. It was it's cool though.
It's not about that. It's not about that right now. What matters is that you're here.
Really, really matters, man. Shout out, man, for bringing
Grande
me in.
Machi.
So good, so good.
Shout out, dog. Shout out.
Dog.
Dog. Like I was telling you earlier, that I was busy working on my edits from the Rap Effect finals.
Yeah. Hey, bro. Hey.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to
Hey,
that.
that Sunday.
But for now, like, I was looking at your performance, dog. Damn. And I caught you like right before you went on stage, like, and you jump on stage and the crowd just
went crazy. Yo, it was crazy, man. Cause like this kind of like happened so fast, you know, because I know myself and I've been performing to places, you know. This just started right when the Rap Effect started, because I had learned some new tricks and some new skills, you know. Shout out to my team, you know. We had to sit down and be like, you know what, boy, you dope, but what you're doing on stage is not pleasing, you know. We're not connecting with you there. And then on the first round, we were going against Inanda, and when I stepped on stage, looking at the crowd cheering for me like that, I was like, bro, I couldn't believe what I did on stage at that time. And I was like, this is it, you know.
Yeah.
This is the new OB Magik now. From now on, I'm going to go on stage, put that confidence, put that energy, you know, breathe properly, you know, and from there, man, the rest was history.
Yeah.
But what happened on Sunday, at the finals, I don't know, man.
Tell me, like, when what was your impression when you were seeing like how the performance before the judges read the halftime scores? What was your count at?
I was like,
Honestly
honestly speaking, because our captain, Shotgun, right?
Yeah.
I think we were going on the third performance. I think it was the third performance or the fourth performance in between the first round, right? He came to me, he was like, yo, OB, I know you can see what's happening and I can see it as well, but I just want you to be honest and tell me how's it going so far?
Yeah.
And at that time I was like, hey, looking at the way we going, we kind of good, yabo. But at the same time, I felt like Umlazi was coming in with it, yabo.
Yeah.
And he asked me like, so what you assuming the score to be? I'm like, okay, I'm looking at around 3-2, fam, yabo. But I don't know whether who has the 2 or who has the 3, yabo.
Yeah.
But it could be a 3 to Umlazi and a 2 to us. And at the same time, I didn't have reasons to back me up on that. It's just that I felt like, hey, it's too hectic, man. And then hearing the results at halftime, and the judges were like, it was 4-1. Hey, bro, I was like, it's over. That's when
you were still about to come up.
That's when I was still about to come up. Candice was still about to come up. Super Mpondo, Celestial Mike, Ugaba. I was like, hell nah. Even if there was a celebrity involved, even 2 celebrities involved,
Yeah.
those 2 points wouldn't make up the 4-1 loss on the first round. So it was like,
you know, before the finals, I had rumors that Umlazi was gonna bring Ukulkat, but I couldn't understand.
Basically,
Ponela.
yeah, true. From my understanding and the understanding of Rap Effects, me Kaza no Zagwe. Shout out to Zagwe.
Yeah, shout out to Zagwe.
He was like,
and the whole lockdown cypher
yeah, and the
team.
whole lockdown cypher team. Yeah, boy, they really cally came out for
shout
us.
Out to Duncan,
you know, as the
shout
team.
out to fuck, man.
There were a lot of
It
people
was beautiful
out there,
to see
man.
hip hop coming
together, and they also brought people from Josie or Rashid. They were there. Small folk all they were there.
Stogie
As judges, or Stogie they were there.
Shout out to Dude. Dude is a dope MC,
you
dog.
know, like yabo by Bambili event. It's off. It's sebebonke nje, yabo. Yeah. So from my understanding from Uzaga, when they made the competition, right? I ain't gonna go because ama rules. They didn't have like a set of complete rules on how is it gonna go down. So the whole thing was open to say, as a coach, you bring your guns literally to the war.
Whether you come with a nuclear bomb,
whether it's upcoming bomb or whether it's Hiroshima or but just bring your guns, yabo, and
bring your best,
you know. And then Musiholic, as Coach Rasimlazi, shout out to him too. Like he took that and had a broader understanding of it, yabo, other than just saying, I'm just gonna focus on upcoming artists, yabo. As much as we all thought that was the way, because still it's hard to tap into artists that are already on a commercial side, you know, because you're calling them to be in a competition where it is full of upcoming artists, where you could still perform and lose to an upcoming artist, you know. That alone, you would walk with it, it'll be embedded in your career, so you wouldn't want to. So it was really hard bringing people from the other side, but Musiholic had the game ball, that's how I was able to brought down people like Mngobi, Azo, So when that happened, a lot of artists were in shock. Okay, some people, most of them felt like it was unfair because all of the time we were searching for upcoming artists, emerging artists, other than going for the big guns.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
For me, you know, I was like, that's how it needs to be, you know. Here, it's not about embarrassing the low guy.
Yeah.
I mean, don't you like if you right now you're OB Magik? Who do you look up to, like, in South Africa right now? In the game, who would you love to work with, like who's already established?
Well, in the game, right now I'd really like to work with the Touchline, man. Shout out to the Touchline.
Okay,
he's really nice with it.
Now you'd like to work with the Touchline, but why should you have a problem if the Touchline is coming to compete in a competition that's where you're competing and possibly you maybe be matched up against him?
Yeah, but it was actually a dope link up.
Exactly, like that puts your music at somewhat, you know.
Yeah, true. And
on that level, so you know where you stand. One, two, and your music, you get exposure to now Touchline's audience.
Hey, that's dope.
You understand?
That's
so
dope.
That's how people need to think about it.
And I also saw it in a way, you're good to having to see a major artist performing on stage. You get to learn like presentation, how to deliver, you know, because recording a song is not the same as when you're performing it now. You know, you can learn a few tricks from these guys. Also, that's why Nama didn't see much of a need of the thing being a hassle, because at the end of the day, it's a competition, and it was open.
Look at what we were talking about earlier about having the right person to play for you, like,
you know,
as an artist, someone who know how to, because like if you are someone who's a lyricist, like you're good at words and rhyme schemes, like if you're performing and there's always a beat in the background, some of the words get lost in the
true,
you know.
True that.
So when you have somebody who can drop down the beat at a certain point for you to
express those lines,
words.
It's even more effective than when it's just a solid song, and it's just that even Umkumbane Uwodwa, these guys were so united, you know. They took this competition so serious because we were doing.
They were preparing.
We were doing.
You guys were doing rehearsals.
Yeah, we were doing our rehearsals. We'll meet up Saturdays, could be Fridays. We'd do our rehearsals and be like, okay, So that's the song you brought up. Okay, how about you perform the other song or remake that? Yeah, more. It was like a more for together thing. So when we came out there, we were all prepared and we all knew what we came to give.
Yeah.
And by looking at what Umlazi was giving out to us, yabo, sibukana kanje emehlweni on some, bro. You want to take him? Should I take him? It was like, okay, I go for it, man. You know, it was just like that. It was very fun, man. I enjoyed being a part of that competition. It literally grew me a lot. You know, there are certain things that I understand more now than I did before. So I'd say it was a very dope platform, man.
Yeah. And so I want to go back. I want to find out who's the person behind OB? Because OB came late. OB Magik, I feel like that's someone that came after someone. So I want to find out who's OB, who's
yeah,
behind
man. It's not
OB
even
Magik?
it's not even a secret, fam. You know, there was this one time, I kind of had everything. Like I can produce, I can rap, but there's this something that's missing. You know, there are certain levels that I couldn't get to in my career, mainly because Nami, I felt like I was sleeping too much, you know, not believing in myself too much, you know. So I had friends, like friends would come to my studio, Ricardo and Castro. So they introduced me to this lady. Her name is Paula. Shout out to Paula, right? So me and Paula met up at this club like in town, Urban Lounge. So my friend Castro was hosting an event there, right?
Yeah.
So I happened to come early there, and Paula happened to come early too, right? So still waiting for the guys and everything. So we kind of had that young chat, you know, and I was like, hey, boss lady, you know, I see your moves, you know, what you do, and I'm this kid, you know, who's got this talent, but I want to channel it to the right place, you know. And at that time, she was like, "Nah, yeah, well." And apparently, what she said was, when she went, when we separated from the show, right? She went and go see this other competition I went in. So Nasty C took out these beats. Teleman was also part of it. So they did those hooks, and then they left spaces for an artist to drop bars on it. So I chose this other song, Take Him Outside, where Nasty C did a verse and then Teleman did a hook. And then I dropped the verse over there, and when she heard that, she was like, "What? This guy here outshining these guys like this? Yeah, what's going on, yabo?" And then from there, she called me, yabo. It was like, "Yo, bro, let's work, yabo. Let's do something." Ever since that time, right? It was history. You know, everything else was history. Paula plays a huge role in my career, fam. Like, with her company Tendrick, you know. She does not only see me as in this is what I have to offer. She has more, like she sees a lot in me, you know. We really sat down and look at the way we do things, the way we structure songs, the way we write songs.
So she's also working with you in the production of the music.
Yeah, she kind of like works as an executive producer as well, because every time when I do a song, most of the time when she feels like I can still do something or there's still potential that I can still work on this, she'll send me back to studio and be like, "Yo, go back to studio, fix that. Go back to studio, that verse is whack." And I'm like, "Yo," so she's my mentor. She's a big sister to me, you know. She actually nurtures this OB Magik, this brand. She understands what is needed for this brand, you know, to go from this level to the other. You know, ever since I met her, things have been better for me. So I can say that's the change that had happened to me, and I'm really, really, really grateful for that. Because mind you, hey, things are not that hard, you know. I see the vision clearly now. I see this is where I'm going. And if I do this and that, we're definitely gonna get there, you know. Also with the team, and also to
who's in your team? Like,
Yeah, in my team is complete.
And what do they do?
We got Exodus Rhymes. So Exodus Rhymes come in as a DJ.
Yeah.
Right. He's a rapper too. He produces, but then in the team he plays as a DJ. We travel and he does the works. And there's also Director Sonix.
Okay.
Director Sonix is a friend of mine, like since way back. I was like we was linking up. Learning how to. He actually shot my first music video in. There was this song I even forgot the title, but I was rapping there. Aish, Jojo Accord. Sometimes I listen to the song and be like, bro, what were you saying there? But we shot it, and ever since, man.
He had a camera.
Yeah, he had a camera. So we kind of like we was in this room, so that's okay. So shut my lights go mnyama, and then have this lights shining on top like a spotlights. So the minute I move back, go back dark, the whole thing, bony microphone and as soon as I come closer and you see me, so that's how I play with the thing. Come on the mic and then disappear. Drop that punchline and then. So it was crazy. The whole idea was legit, but ever since until today, he's still out there, got my back. When we're doing videos, he's there. And then
tell me, like, how much of an advantage it is to have like one of your homies working with you like that and handling some of your work, like because I mean,
it's crazy, fam. I don't have like other words to explain how dope it is, because it's more like we family than we as business associates. It's easy for me to talk to him when I need help about anything, and he's always out there when there's an opportunity. It's like, yo, bro, can you do a video of this? What say that and that? I'm trying to post it somewhere, because he also works go on 1KZN TV there as a engineer and a video director there. So whenever there's one person he always thinks about, which is OB Magik, which makes it easy for me, and I feel like I'm blessed to have these guys, and also with Upola, mastermind, out there channeling and linking things up. Like I'm at a space where I feel like, this is one thing I cannot let go. This is one thing I cannot play with, to have people that are so advanced in life, people that think good things in life, you can't afford to lose those people. You can't afford to lose people that see something in you so much that you can't even get to see that full vision, but they always out there and be like, bro, this is what, because when you trust in that and you put actions to it, you get to actually see, bro, you were speaking facts when you said, I can go on stage and I can please that girl, I can please that guy to tell me after the performance, like, bro, I'm trying to have you on my song, or I'm trying to book you on my gig, those things, they happen. They first come in thoughts. You have to put it in your thoughts and believing in it at first in order for it to happen, and to have people that can instill those kind of thoughts in you. Sometimes when you alone in your zone, not thinking there's a way out, there's always people out here to drag you and be like, this is the way. So to me, man, having a best friend as my video director, having my best friend as my manager, and my friend as my DJ, it's like it's Hiroshima. It's explosive.
It makes it powerful. And another thing is what I've noticed, it makes it consistent.
True.
Yeah, because that's the one thing for me. Like, dog, I feel ashamed of saying this. I think you've been trying to highlight me. You started. You started.
For some time.
The first email I received about OB Magik was in 2020.
Yeah.
I think
I'm thinking that message was from Opola too as well. Yeah.
Dog, and I'm like, shit. It's not that I didn't want to do it, dog. It's just like, yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Obviously,
and it also works with time as well. Finding the right lane.
And not only that, but like, before I wasn't in a position where I could shoot something, and then you ask me, okay, when am I gonna drop this? And I just laugh at you, and I'm like, I'll drop it during the week.
Yeah,
I wasn't in that position.
True. Yeah.
So therefore, if people like where you would if somebody drops me an email requesting a podcast, I take you seriously, because it's like you say, can't fuck this up.
Yeah.
So if I'm not in a position to execute with ease, then I'd rather stall and drag my feet.
Yeah.
I know that's not a good idea, but nonetheless, we are here right now.
Yeah, it happens.
So, I mean, consistency is everything.
Yeah, consistency is very important, and especially in the music business, because you gotta, like, if I'd see your video today and kind of interest me, I need something to make me believe that, okay, you actually something and you're doing something, and from there, then you have a follower, and after that, you have somebody who wanna engage or wanna get what you're pushing, But if I'd see just one clip and then I'm yet to see another one in the next month or in the next 2 months, it becomes a disadvantage in that way. But to be consistent as an artist too, not only just having a video director, or in a way, we like technology is even advanced now. We got phones.
You can handle shit yourself.
You got everything to say, let me not sleep, and you got TikTok, you can do some crazy stuff.
You're not sleeping on that, huh?
I'm really trying not to. I used to sleep on it, in fact, because when you drop a video and you're still getting about one like, and you start feeling like, nah, man, maybe this is not for me.
But the likes are irrelevant. It's the views.
It's the content,
It's
the views as well,
Yeah.
Maybe like 1 view or 2 views, and you start feeling like maybe nobody is trying to watch my stuff. But it's just all about putting content and being consistent in it. Eventually, it grows.
See, I always say, it's like, for someone who's not in the business of entertainment, or you running a legit business that needs advertising, if you're on social media just posting random videos about God knows what, that's where we can say, this is really not necessary. But if you, like in your case, you are pushing content online, you are pushing content with a purpose. One day, those numbers that you see when you put out that content could be live numbers. It could be those are the numbers you could be pulling when you're doing an event at a certain venue. True that. So you can't sleep on that. Like, that's shit like that way you gotta be consistent.
Exactly, yeah. Because you really have to, because consistency is like the only key into getting attention from the people, because we working with people. As an artist, I'm writing a song for my audience. I'm not writing it for me. And when I do a show, I'm doing it for people to come there. So it's for me to be consistent and convincing them at all time. I'm here. I'm here.
Speaking about your performance, I'm gonna throw in a video of your performance in the section.
Please. It would be dope for them to see,
so that people can see what you're talking about.
What actually happened. Yeah, exactly. So that's the drive, man. That's the drive that wakes me up every morning. I have to think about what to post, how to post it, how you're gonna receive it when you read it. It goes as far as that. Like sleepless nights, like planning. Because right now, we even doing like ciphers, doing raps on TikTok, promoting. Like, I could rap about anything.
You've got your own ciphers.
I got like on my TikTok channel. All I do is I just rap.
Yeah.
It could
I've
be
seen it just-
anything. I talk about relevant stuff like the other thing with Umalema and Afri Forum trying to get to him.
Afriforum versus
That
Malem.
that was dope.
And then didn't see that one.
Hey,
Where's your
Malema
phone?
was dropping bars over there. On my phone is
Ah, shit, it's
there
on the
on
charge.
on the charger. Yeah, but I rapped about that. I'm doing a show on the 2nd of April.
Is politics something that you pay attention to?
Well, I'm not really into politics.
Yeah.
But
like social issues?
social issues, I'm into that because it also affects me as a citizen, in South Africa. But what really got me with that was the fact that Malem is educated, and I enjoyed the way he took out the answers and the way he did his thing. It was like, that's what I wanna. That's how I wanna handle an interview. That's how I wanna handle questioning or answering to a question. That was really dope.
But what do you say about other people that say it was rude?
Well, I know politics and politicians, those are rude guys. They always use those certain languages to make you feel the impact or the power of what he's actually trying to say. But I didn't really go deep into it. I was on Twitter, I saw those clips and I was like, oh man, this is dope and it's trending. Okay, let me drop some bars about it. Who's that? Okay, let me just drop some. That's what I'm trying to do, because now I'm trying to incorporate my raps with what we face on the daily, because when somebody sees that on TikTok and be like, oh, I just watched that video. Okay, you a dope rapper. Like, follow you.
What other social issues interest you, late?
Well, other social issues is like, especially in the music industry, I'm always fighting to be heard, as an upcoming artist, because it's really hard to get in. There's a lot of gatekeeping going on. Those issues really do affect us and me as an artist. So I try to put that on my rhymes. I try to include that on my raps. And then basically besides that, I like to talk about anything that goes around in this head of mine, because as a rapper, you always got these words, you always got these things going, and I like to put them down, throw them on TikTok, make it dope.
I always think like you young guys don't pay attention to social issues or social ills and social.
Yeah, sometimes we do. I'd say we just don't know how to react on it, or what can we do to make a change, because it's sort of like, nah, this is not for us, we leave it to the OGs. They're gonna handle it,
But then that's when you let the OGs fuck up your future, like how they're doing now.
True. Like this guy would say, if he had to vote, like, he always votes for the youngest person in the party. Because he knows that's the person that's gonna understand the future. That's the person that's gonna be there in the future.
Yeah.
Other than putting OGs on, OGs could be gone by the time we get to the future. So I was like, oh, that's dope, man.
Yeah, that's when you realize. See, like, let me make an example. See, you one day you'll be an artist. You afford cars that you'd like to drive.
Yeah.
Look at how much petrol costs right now.
Hey, I'm 100.
See, and it's the OGs. It's the OGs that are causing that. Because they're in charge.
Yeah, and
so that's why I would say politics is a young man's game. Like, young people should have an interest in it.
Yeah, true that.
Because the way, the outlook that you have on the future is totally different to how I'm looking at.
True that.
if I think the future, I'm thinking 40 years old.
Yeah,
Well,
true.
that's immediate future. If I look
Yeah.
at the distant future, I'm 60. You could still be 40.
Somewhere around trying to get to
Yeah, well,
60.
so
Yeah.
the outlook yako is different, and it's more long term than mine.
Yeah,
in
true
that
that.
sense.
True that.
So
true that.
that's why young people should take an interest into matters of the country,
Yeah, true.
because it
True.
impacts everything inside.
Yeah, man.
See, look at right now.
That's big facts. That's
During the
big facts.
lockdown, artists were denied opportunities to make money. You
Yeah,
understand?
boy.
Because
Yeah,
of
man.
poor legislation.
Yeah, boy. Someone my age had to come through and try and resolve that. Yeah, boy. Because the more we kind of run away from those issues, the more they're still gonna affect us in the long run. Yeah, boy. Until Nazi, we saying, if I'm thinking about the future now, I'll be 40, 60. You know, we really can't sleep on those opportunities too.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very dope.
Tell me, how do you affiliate with Umkumban or relate to Umkumban?
To Mkumban.
Yeah.
Bro, shout out to Mkumban, man. You know, that's my flag right there. Basically though, mina nomkumbane, ngifunde khona.
Okay.
Right, from grade 3 up until I matriculated. So I spent like so many years
Living where?
Staying here in Park Street. But when I got into high school, we moved Sambasa and we rented a place there in Mkumban. So sahlala khona for like 5 to 6 years. Yeah, we stayed there. But sisa khona futhi nala eThekwini. Reason why we went there because it was closer to school basically. Yeah, it was like a walk going there.
Yeah.
So me staying there, like I connected to Mkumbane more because, you know, as a youngin growing up, you know, the people you meet at that time are basically the people that will always live longer, in your memory. So I kind of have that thing with Mkumbane. I know that place, like how I know Durban. You know. So Mkumbane is my home. But basically mina kodwa ngizalelwe eNtuzuma. Go 9 and 10. That's where we grew up. But then my father had to find a place here in town because udlame, you know. Yeah, my mom used to tell me stories like I used to carry you like this and we was running to the bushes.
Hey, that's tough,
10 liter paquete la masi. It was crazy. So they had to move, you know, and find a place where we could grow properly, you know. So we came here in town in 1997. I was 2 years old. Hey man, it was way back. So ngimdala nami la eThekwini yabo. So that's how Mkumbane came about. Nanokuthi when Uzagwe did the competition, right? He looked at Uguti. I know I'm gonna say Mkumbane, but there are other small places right close to Mkumbane, which captain can also pick from. Yabo. And I sort of been like right here, go Park Streets and looking at Uhawati. Right behind the Howard College is Mkumbane. So Shotgun came to me and was like, boy, there's this one big thing I need, man. Y'all think I look 25K in the sheet. I need you, my boy, to come through. I was like, say no more, fam. You know, went and told my manager, Paula. And Polo was like, are you sure you want to go into a competition? Because I'm not a loser. You know, I'm not that person that's going to be there watching OB take an L, And I'm like, no. I'm going to do this, And so we went in training because literally we'd have a meeting as Mkumbane as a group. But even outside of that, I would also have a meeting with my manager training me to actually go there and be perfect. So I was doing multiple sessions at the time. And until the finish, man, you know, I guess we really did it because Paula.
But I like how you guys took it seriously. Like you guys went in and prepared and put some time into it.
Yeah, I know.
That was impressive.
We really went into it because Mkumbane, basically, if you remember, we was never there. We there, but as individual artists,
Watch
you
on
know.
the Face Off podcast. What's the Mkumbane was a dark horse.
Excuse me. Yeah, like we was there in the shadow, but we had people like Oskai Wanda holding the flag up for us, you know. But we was just never there on the scenes. We just out there representing ourselves as artists, yabo. But people never really knew where we came from, because Mkumban is like, yabo. But we really built Sahlangana Sisonke, and I'm happy, man, that people recognize Uguti. There's a place called Mkumbani now, which is dope, got dope cats, but the guys, here,
too
you
much.
know, they do you south one time.
So, when does music start for you? Like, because I mean,
yeah. It started at a very young age, man. Because it started here in town, foods in my building, right? Because we had neighbors. Our neighbors were like Congolese guys, you know. And I was a kid, you know. Sometimes I'd go there and chill with them, you know. So there was this brother. His name was Desire. He used to bump a lot of hip hop, a lot of Tupac.
Desire.
His name was Desire.
There's a guy I know. It's called Desire.
Yes, dark skin, tall guy, bold head.
Yeah.
Man, maybe we
You
could know
lie.
Desire. Yeah, his name was Desire. And
Shout
then
out to Desire.
shout out to Desire, man.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So like so he used to play a lot of Eminem, a lot of Tupac, a lot of basically Dr. Dre. Whatever that Dr. Dre could cook, he's there bumping, you know. So I kind of fell in love with hip hop from that time, you know. I used to sit down, especially with Tupac, you know. I remember I used to sit, listen to his songs, press pause and write those lyrics down, yabo, because I wanted to learn how he raps, you know. I wanted to learn how he did the thing, because before the idea of
What's your
me
favorite
being
Tupac
a writer,
bar?
my favorite Tupac bar. Hey man, Tupac never used to kind of drop bars though. Like he was that guy that hit metaphors and flows and say those words that were stuck on you, you know. Like when he used to talk about being down, like coming up. Yo, there's a lot of quotes, you know, that you got me on that one. You got me on that one. But Tupac says a lot of stories that the message. He was just one guy who was able to put a story down and have it connect to a lot of people, you know, to a bigger crowd. And I sort of kind of like was inspired by that, you know. And so much that even when I used to drop rhymes with my cipher, he'd be like, yo man, this kid, you dope, but you know, you sounded like Tupac. And I was like, I never wanted to sound like Tupac, because my idea of writing was I wanted to do my own thing, you know. So I kind of went home on some, why every time when I write they say I sound like Tupac, you know. And I don't know how it all changed, but I guess this whole hip-hop thing being in me kind of grew in me, and I was exposed to other skills in writing, like punchlines, flows, syllables, metaphors, which are some things that you couldn't find Guyena or Tupac, yabo. But then I'd use them, and sort of like my sound kind of differed from him. And then from there I was like, yo. So at high school we used to do ciphers, right? And then there was this guy called the TF. He made beats, right? So we decided this one time, I used to beatbox in break time. When guys used to cipher, I was doing that. Boom,
So that's how you become a producer,
you
composer.
know, so I used to do different kind of skills of beatbox. So then when I did this beatbox, my friends came with a hook. I even forgot what the hook was, but we came with the hook. He was like, okay, there's this guy called the TF. He knows how to make beats. Let's go and give him a visit. So we went there. And then the guy was like, okay, what beats you're looking for? And they were like, okay, our boy, OB, he's gonna beatbox and we want you to do the beats. So he was like, okay, come closer. So I sat right close to TF and I was looking at the screen. I'm like, I'm trying to see what's going on here. So I did the beatbox, like how does the drum go? Boom, ba-che, boom. He did that on the fruity, and I'm like, what? It was just amazing, bro. As a kid, you just listening to a drum playing just the way you envisioned it, right? And I gave him the bass line. He played it, and I was like, damn, this program is kind of cool. I want to have that. At that time, I got no computer, no plan to do anything, right? And so the next day, another friend of mine told me he had bought a computer and he got Fruity inside. He just needs a person to do a beat. And I was like, I'm that guy. I know how to do a beat.
Have you ever done any beat though?
No, it was just from that beat session I did with TF because I was so vigilant in watching whatever that he was doing on
what
screen.
He was doing on screen.
And I was like, nah, man, I can do that, you know. So my first beat was like a beat and I had like 100 melodies playing simultaneously in that because I was just dragging everything, you know. One melody's going south, one melody, you know. But from there, I was like, "Hey, man, I can do this." So this rapping and producing thing I started taking it more serious, you know. And then my uncle moved in with us. Wahlala on the other door, same building. He had a PC and everything, so I installed all the programs on his computer, right? And then from there, started teaching myself, you know. I started teaching myself the skill on how to make beats, and it all kind of grew in me, man. From there, you know. I never stopped. I had to continue because the love for music in me is just, it's crazy. It's just too crazy. So from there, it started doing ciphers because, like I said, me learning eskoleni brought me to other rappers like Captain Wethu Shotgun.
Yeah.
I met uShotgun.
Wayefunda nawe skele?
Wayengafundi nami skele, but ngangifunda no MPZ. There's this guy called MPZ, not the producer.
Not the producer.
There was this other MPZ, yeah, boy Kamtara from Mayville. He's a Vinek rapper, Kasi rapper. Up until today, man, nobody. I haven't heard anybody who raps Kasi the way that guy does it. The way he switch flows. Like, soon as you hear him, he's got that mkumbani thing, you know.
Yeah.
So I felt like, and he influenced a lot of rappers there, you know. He was also rapping with uShotgun at that time. So that's how I met uShotgun. MPZ took me to him. So these guys taught me what was a punchline, you know, what was a syllable, you know.
So they basically broke down the whole...
They broke down the whole thing, you know. The first punchline I heard was like, mufuni exercise. It has to do with this statulo and the exercise and so kavela, you know. That was the first punchline I did. I was like, okay, so this is a punchline. They were like, yeah, that's a punchline. Like, okay, I'm throwing punchlines now. And then from there, hip hop started getting more interesting because now I realized there's more to it than just writing. You know, you can be skillful. You can put your mind into it. In fact, you can use your mind.
So you mean Shotgun like literally sat
that's
down
how far,
and broke this down?
That's how far theoretically I come with the
to
Shotgun. Yeah. Like those guys, they literally nurtured my rapping, you know, from there. Which means I always wanted to be hard, you know. I always wanted to be that rapper, you know, that goes all out. You know, not you know, laid back type of. I wanted to be respected as one of those guys, dope lyricist. You know, I wanted to be in that category. You know, so I used most of my time, you know, teaching myself. Yeah, boy. Even till today, I'm still learning. You know.
And then, do they teach you how to write as well, or do they?
No, I had that in me because at that time we would drop freestyles as well in high school. You know. But before, it was just me and the pen, you know.
So, like, before meeting Abo Shotgun, like, how would you would you just, what would be your main focus?
My main focus
rhymes
was
or
rhyming. Yeah, I
rhyming?
was rhyming.
I
Yeah,
think that's everyone's
rhyming,
focus.
sliming, finding,
Whining,
whining,
dining.
You know, if it ended with that, we could, you know. And then it showed me it's okay. You can throw something, you know, with whining, put tears on it, like I don't know, something. Just be creative in it, you know.
Yeah.
And then I started thinking even harder, you know, and my skill grew. And shout out to them, and you know, shout out to them. They showed me the way.
And then when do you make your first song?
I made my first song right after we made and did that beatbox called TF, right? So when I went there,
I mean your own song.
my own song now, right? So after that, I was convinced it's okay. So this guy can create a song from nothing and make it happen. Yeah. So I went to him and like, I need you to record me a song now, one of my own, you know. And then we had a session. He played some beats, you know, cause I'm more into that. I need a beat to be laid back, yet I need it to be punchy, you know. I need melodies to play, you know, cause I'm a person who's been exposed to a lot of struggle, so I got a lot to say, you know. I need you to give me something clean, you know.
Yeah.
And he kept playing the beats, and I was on some, okay, can you play another one? You know, played the beats, like, can you play another one? Cause most of the times, you know, you sound yalla, it's a really. It's more like using melodies that pop, you know.
Yeah.
There's certain melodies that could not be a piano but a synthesizer, but as soon as you hear it playing, it's like it's popping out from the beat. You don't have those mellow so that was what I was looking for. Up until the guy played me a Fruity Loops beat. At that time, I didn't know it was a Fruity Loops beat. You know, it was a tutorial beat that was already made.
Oh shit!
So it had like those strings and those drums, yeah, boy. It was so calm, and I was like, "This is the beat." And the guy sold it to me. He was like, it's. You still gonna sell it to me? So I paid that $150 for it. You know, he recorded me. And that song was dope, right? It was more like I am an artist.
Yeah.
When I write a song, I had to start this. Working with the producer, making beats to make you focus. If you want to be an MC, you got to choose. Because real MCs telling you straight, they never lose. I am an artist. A real black artist.
And all that to waste.
All that to, yeah, but at that time, really, I was still young. I was still very young to even say perform, you know, because when I first started performing, it wasn't even that, excuse me, it wasn't even that song.
Yeah.
You know, it was something else, you know, and it was more a little bit advanced now, you know. But that was the first song I made, you know. Don't even know the verses.
So how do you find out that the beat was a sample from Fruity Loops?
Because I started making beats now.
I
was like, okay, wait, hold on. This is my steez, yo. This is my steez, and I paid for this AOTF. Yo, I still see the guy now. I think last time seeing him was before the lockdown, though. Yeah, but to realize that he had so much talent, but he still decided, you know, to sleep on it, you know, because things like this do happen. That's why I always say, as an artist, you really gotta be serious with what you do.
Yeah.
If you really want to see yourself being there, you know, because they would say, Rashid would say, it's like 60% connection, 30% hard work, and then 10% skill, you know. So the fact that I did a song and it's done, it's complete, it's still around about 20% of the whole 100% that still needs to go in it, you know. I still need to speak to a person like General, you know, to probably be on a podcast, talk about it, because at the end of the day, my project is gonna end on my shelf, you know, if I don't stand up and work, you know. You still need to be
get
out
into
there
certain spaces,
talking to Ozaga to get on my open mics, perform, you know, get people interacting with me, share them my stuff, you know. It really you really need to put in a lot of extra work, you know, to be out there, and it's no child's play. You know? You really, really gotta put in that work. So that's what inspired me, you know, basically. So yeah, man, that's when I did beats. Up until today, I'm still doing beats.
So it's been how many years now producing for yourself
and rapping? Well, I started rapping in 2008, and I started doing beats around 2011. Like, that's when I started being in, like, okay, now I'm seriously making beats. Yeah, it's been over 10 years now in the game. You know,
that's dope.
It's better now because the skill is polished, you know, because to say if I was exposed to a lot of things, or let's say if I blew up like 8 years ago, you know, I wouldn't know. Maybe I'd be that broke artist today, you know, not informed, Uguti. Even through signing a deal, what things you need to consider first, you know, what being an artist, what does it mean, Yabo? I feel like now I stand a better chance to say, if I go in, I'd fight to stay longer. You know, either than fighting to be there in the scene with the girls, you know, all flashy,
getting
you
stuck
know,
in the
blowing
clouds.
up the checks, you know, because sooner or later, if you sleep, the checks sleep too, you know, so you don't want to be in that position.
That's what's up. You got a show that's coming up, one-man show. Obviously, you got other people supporting you. But is it called the?
It's the Magik Experience.
The Magik Experience.
Basically, it's the Magik Experience because I kind of want to like give them a feel soon as they step inside Cool. I know you know Cool Runnings is a dope place, like, but I just want to give it that different setup, you know, for you to get there and be like, okay, wow, I feel like this is the only time I'm gonna be in a place like this, and this is the memory I need to keep, you know. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give them the experience to be in that musical space where you enjoy the music and you feel the music, you know. Also with the help of the guys on the lineup, you know.
Who you got on the lineup?
It's gonna be crazy, man. On the lineup, I got Slim Ego, I got Coombs, I got Musiholic. I got Abdus.
Yay.
Got a Celestial Mike.
Damn. Keep them coming.
There's Kenneth Major.
Yo, damn.
It's really, really, really going to be lit, man. There's also supporting acts as well. Who's going to be pulling through. It's going to be amazing. Did I mention Abdus?
Yeah.
Abdus is also going to be
Plug me in on some young cats that I might not know.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna plug you in, fam, because as a producer, you know, you get exposed to a lot of talents, and you're recording a guy and be like, I wonder why you sleeping on yourself, because you're really, really, really good, you know. So I'm definitely gonna plug you with some. Yeah, man, I'm hoping people to pull through there, man. It's gonna
give us a date.
It's really gonna be crazy.
Dates, venue, and time.
It's gonna be on the 2nd of April, at Cool Runnings. Right close to ICC. The show starts at 4 until late. So between 4 and 6, we're gonna have open mic, opening up a slot for young artists. You know, you never know who's listening. You know, and so it's gonna be lit, man.
And late, Gambe, who was doing the song in open mic? I was doing a song about the open mic this past Sunday.
Wasn't it Umhliko?
I think
it was Umhliko. The first performance
about respecting open mic, dog. So people should honor that. I like when people do that, because you don't know who's there. You don't know who's there.
So it's really gonna be litty. So the event too is going to be sponsored by Tendrick. And Z-Shap, and those guys, they do major stuff. Like Z-Shap, who has this app where you can actually buy tickets online, and you can actually review the event. You can also give it 5 stars if it was that dope. You can put up your review. So basically, when you're there, you can easily tell if the show is gonna be popping. You know, actually, you grow yourself as an event organizer, and also as an event attendee. So they also do events as well. You know, so they're gonna be there watching. And Tendrick is the company that I'm signed to. You know, and looking at where I come from and where I am today, it's evidence that the work that they do is really unmatched, you know, in terms of doing artist PR, promoting artists, you know, could be radio, could be release press, you know, you want people to talk about your work as well, you know. So Tendrick is
very professional.
They're very
I
professional.
can fagaza on that.
Yeah, fam. So type of people like that, to see you performing as an upcoming artist and seeing your commitment into music,
you don't
never
know
the things that could happen. You feel
how much
me?
are the tickets?
The pre-solds are 100 rand.
Okay. Where do we find them?
Look something like this, 'cause I had to make
Oh
sure
shit, you came prepared. Oh wait.
You
So this is how the tickets look
this
like.
is how they look like.
So where do we find them?
You hit me up. You hit OB Magik up. You can hit up on Hustler up. You can also hit Exodus Rhymes up, my DJ.
So you selling them yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually selling them myself. You can also buy them online by downloading the Zshap app, whether you on Play Store or iStore.
How do you spell that?
Zshap, ZISHAPP. Actually, Zshap.
Oh,
Ziwaphi la ziwa khona.
Zshap
So
app.
yeah.
So they basically sell tickets and
yeah,
events.
yeah. Basically, you can log in there as an event organizer.
Are they where are they based?
They local.
Based
Durban.
here in Durban.
Yes, they based here in Durban.
Yeah, no, we will definitely promote that. Go check
Most
out
definitely.
the Shapi app.
Yeah, that's
That's
really
ZISHA.
Yeah,
P P.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you can download it on iStore or Play Store. You can get it. The tickets there are moving for 80 rands.
Oh, so it's cheaper when you buy it.
Yeah, it's cheaper
Zshap.
when you buy it on Zshap. Yeah, and
Okay.
at the door it's gonna be 120.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So from you it's 100 rand. From
Yeah.
you and your team
For me and the team, it's 100
rand
rand pre-sold.
on Zshap.
It's 80 rand.
Zshap.
Yeah,
I think they'd prefer I say Zshap.
Yeah.
Zshap, they 80 rands.
Yeah, they 80
So you can download Zshap on your Play Store or your Google Play Store.
Yeah. Basically, anyway. You know.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Before we close this thing, OB Magik. Oh, before we can go there, what else can people expect from you this year?
Well, this year people
Other than
should
other than the magic experience.
Well, like blessings on blessings on blessings, fam, because it's all about the consistency as well. You know, after I gave him the locals for the taking, you know,
which is available right now.
Which is available right now on all music platforms. You know, you can download it, you can stream it. It's fire. I like the response from the people. Yeah, well, even performing one of the songs like I Want It All.
Dog.
Yo, that one, I want it all. I'm like, how these guys know this hook like so fast? Like, yeah, boy, it was just crazy.
Like, I thought okay, you
know, yeah, that's how I actually feel. Because sometimes, you know, there used to be that time when you just boxed out and you're thinking this is me, this is for me, this is music for me, and the people actually take that music and they feed from it. Yeah, well, sometimes you'd write something saying
music
I'm just
videos.
doing it for me, you know. Music videos are coming.
Okay.
People should expect more music. I'm dropping a single. Yeah, well, somewhere in April. Expected. I've been working with quite a couple artists now. Me and Slim Ego, we working on something.
Yeah.
Me and Coombs, we on a pipeline working on something. Keta from South Coast. Shout
Oh,
out to
shout out
Keta.
to Ket.
It was like, boy, let's work,
Yeah.
you know. And I'm also looking to do more features as well, you know, because I really want to drop singles this year and
yeah.
shoot videos, right? On a pipeline too, we're shooting On the Move, the song I did with the Musicaholic. Yeah. People should look forward for that too. Gonna drop somewhere nje early nje before we reach the ends of this year. So yeah, man, there's a lot of body of work that's still gonna come out, you know. People should look out for that.
Siyabonga OB Magik. You can close it up on that camera.
Cool, you know. Shout out, man. You know, you can still follow OB Magik on all social media platforms, man. At OB Magik on Twitter, at OB_Magik on Instagram, OB Magik on Facebook. You know, get yourself your tickets, man. Gotta make sure. But I know khona lama bhoza la athi afuna ufika ezokhokha esicabheni ngizokhipha 120.
That's still support.
Yeah, well, and I don't think, because you also pulling through, so I don't think it's necessary to get these things, you know. First class, talking first class. Shout out, man, and thank you for having me on the podcast.
Shout out. Thanks for coming through,
One
man.
time, King.
It's a pleasure.
It's always a pleasure.
OB Magik. Catch us next time.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for staying and watching the episode and doing the right thing, subscribing. Like if you have to, drop us a comment, join in the conversation, and tell us what you think. If you would like to say something to our guest, which is OB Magik, drop a comment. Otherwise, make sure you've subscribed, and we'll see you next time.